if you want to know how to print objects, I'm going to show you how. If you look to the definition of the print function, it says that it prints objects. So how does it print objects? If they are not strings objects, it will do it. This is the definition, or this is the explanation in the documentation of Python. It will do it like str function does. So how does str function does? Or how does str function do it? So it depends on the type of parameter you are going to give to str. So if you could give to str only an object, it will call the str method of that object. So if the object doesn't have the str method, it will call the representation or REPR function. What is REPR function, or what does REPR function? It calls the REPR method of the object. So if you have an object, you want to print it, you must define its str function. If you don't define its str function, you are going to define its representation method. But if you do not so the object class itself implements the representation method. I'm going to define a class my object inherits from objects, and it does not have any parameter, and it will simply call the parent constructor, which means to call the constructor of the object class. It's all it does. I will not define an REPR method. I will not define an str method. So I'm going to define variable, an object that is an instance of the class object. It doesn't need a parameter, as I said. Then I'm going to print it. As we've seen in the definition, it should print the name or the type and the address of that object. If I run the code, effectively it did. So it printed the name, the class, my object, the name of the class, plus it said that this object is at this address. Now what I'm going to do to check this behavior, or to check things out, I'm going to define an REPR method. So def REPR method. It has no parameter, and it will return I am a representation of my object. Just that. Print it again. I am a representation of my object. This is not the right way or the best way to define this method. It's just to see the difference between defining REPR and not, or defining str and REPR, etc. So it called our function instead of object. Sure, it's called the child method. Now we are going to define the str method. So the str, and instead of returning this phrase, it will return I am a nice representation of my object. I am a nice representation of my objects. Can we see that? Can we see that this is the string that is printed? It did. I am a nice representation of my object. So it preferred str then REPR, which is the behavior described in the Python documentation. We don't have to just, here I said self, but it ran the code anyway. So here it worked. So what I'm going to do is just print something else if I can. So here I'm going to add another parameter in my init function, let's say name, and then say self.name. I'm going to add to it a default, an object, And in the printing, I'm going to say I am a nice representation of, I'm going to say the name dot format self dot name. We're going to do the same thing for the REPR function or REPR method. If I do that without any parameter, it will say I am a nice representation of an object, because this is the default value. Now I can say name equal to Python and call it I am a nice representation of Python. It's preferable to use the keyword. Same thing, I'm a nice representation. Now if I delete this, it will simply print I am a representation of Python. If you have any question about this video or anything related to this video that you want me to deep dive in it, on it, I don't know, just let me know in the comments below. Bye.